Next, let's crochet the heart that the Stegosaurus is holding. Take out the yarn of the corresponding color. Start with a magic ring.
The first round starts with a chain stitch and then 6 single crochets.
The last one is a slip stitch. First, make a magic ring. Next, one chain stitch. Then, 6 single crochets. Attach the stitch marker. Six single crochets are finished. Tighten the magic ring and finally one slip stitch. This is what the first round looks like when finished. The second round starts with a chain stitch, then one single crochet and one increased stitch as a set. Repeat crocheting for 3 sets. Finally, one slip stitch, one chain stitch. The first set work one single crochet first. Attach the stitch marker. Then one increased stitch. Here is what a set of one single crochet and one increased stitch looks like. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 2 sets. Second set, one single crochet first. One increased stitch. Third set, one single crochet first. One increased stitch. One slip stitch. This is how a heart piece is completed. Everyone repeat rounds 1 to 2 to crochet another identical piece. First, we will cut the yarn of this piece. Do not cut the yarn for the second piece. Then yarn over and pull out. Next, everyone can refer to the crocheting method of this piece to crochet the other piece. The second piece is completed. Do not cut the yarn of the second piece. Let's continue to crochet the third round. The third round starts with one chain stitch, then 9 single crochets, one chain stitch, 9 single crochets, 1, 2, 3,
4,
5,
6,
7, 8, 9 single crochets are finished. Take out the first piece. Crochet 9 single crochets on the first piece. Insert the hook to crochet from any position. This yarn end can be tucked into the fabric. Nine single crochets on this piece are completed. 1 slip stitch. This is what the third round of crocheting looks like when completed. The fourth round starts with a chain stitch, then 18 single crochets with no increase or decrease. The last one is a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. Then 18 single crochets with no increase or decrease. Please keep crocheting single crochets like this until this round is completed. 18 single crochets with no increase or decrease are done. 1 slip stitch. This is what the fourth round looks like when finished. The fifth round starts with 1 chain stitch, then for single crochets and 1 decrease stitch. 1 chain stitch. For single crochets and 1 decrease stitch. Seven single crochets. 1 decrease stitch. Next are 3 single crochets. One slip stitch. This is what it looks like after completing the 5th round of crocheting. The 6th round starts with a chain stitch, then 3 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch. 1 chain stitch. Then 3 single crochets. One decrease stitch. Then 6 single crochets. Six single crochets are finished. 1 decrease stitch. Next are 3 single crochets. One slip stitch. This is what the 6th round looks like when crocheting is completed. The 7th round starts with 1 chain stitch,
Then 3 single crochets and 1 decrease stitch.
1 chain stitch, 3 single crochets. One decrease stitch. Next are 5 single crochets. One decrease stitch. Next are the single crochets. One slip stitch. This is what the 7th round looks like when crocheting is completed. Next, we need to add stuffing cotton. Everyone can add it on their own until finished. The 8th round start with a chain stitch, then 6 decrease stitches. The last one is a slip stitch. 1 chain stitch. 6 decreases. Attach the stitch marker. The last one is a slip stitch. This is what the 8th round looks like when finished. Next, leave a long tail and cut the yarn. The yarn end is used for sewing. Yarn over and pull out. This is how a heart is crocheted. We thread the yarn end into the sewing needle. Pick the last round to close the opening. Tighten and then thread the yarn end into the fabric. Thread to the bottom. There is a gap. We will sew it up. This completes the crocheting of a heart.